Hello everybody, Yellow Mustang here again with another Roblox NPC scripting tutorial thing. We're back again with our marine AI that we've been working on. Today we are finally going to add the infamous grenade attack. That is right. It's been in the works for a while. I think I got it fairly optimized and working well. So let's go ahead without further ado and jump into the script here. So the first thing we need to do is add the grenade variable. So that grenade object, so let's label this here, grenade variables. Then local grenade equals script.parent.grenade. And I'm going to be switching all these wait for childs to this because it's unnecessary to have it like this. So we're going to start just doing it like that in the future, make it easier on ourselves. Next, we need to add the grenade pin sound. So we'll do local pin sound equals script.parent, or actually just grenade dot pin. Cool, good enough. And then we'll go ahead and declare the grenade throwing animation. So we will go ahead and put it here in the middle. So do local throw animation equals my human, load animation, script.parent .throw animation. And then we'll set the priority. So throw animation .priority equals animation priority dot action, so it'll overwrite the other animations as usual. And then for whatever reason this animation was looped, so he kept playing the animation over and over again, so we'll just switch looped to false. So that'll fix that fairly easily. Next we need to add the grenade cooldown boolean, so local grenade cool equals true. So the grenade's enabled right now, so go ahead and throw another one. Next thing we need to do is add local active allies equals this. So that's going to be a table of our allies, so we can make sure that no allies are nearby when we throw a grenade at the enemy. So let's see here. So then in find target, if we do find an ally, we'll just do table insert active allies torso. So that way we can keep track of all of our allies that we run into that have their name in the ally list. And we can keep track of our enemies also. So we'll be using both of those tables in order to see if we have a clump of enemies to throw a grenade at. So that'll be good. Let's see what's next here. Alright, so let's scroll all the way down here. Yeah, right here is fine. Alright, so we're going to do function check cluster. And this is going to be us checking for a group of enemies. We also need the target variable here in the function, so target. So first thing we're going to do is check for nearby allies. So do for IV and I pairs. Active allies do. And we'll do if check dist target V is less than 30, then return false. So if we have an ally within 30 studs of the target, then we are going to return false and not throw the grenade, because if it is that close to the target, then likely we're going to hit the ally with the grenade as well. So we'll just prevent our guy from doing that, I guess. Next thing we'll do here is check if enemies are paired close together. So now we'll go ahead and loop through our enemies list. So for IV and I pairs, potential targets do. If V is not a target, then continue. So we're going to loop the potential target list, but we want to make sure we don't count the current target we're trying to throw a grenade at as another target, because that would count the single target as 2 targets. So just make sure we skip over that. So next we'll do if check dist target v is less than 15, then continue. So if we find that one of the potential targets is within 15 studs of the current target we're aiming at, then we'll consider that a cluster, and we will return true. And then at the end here, we'll just return false by default. If all else fails, just return false, don't throw the grenade, because obviously something went wrong. So that should be good there. Carrying on here. Next we'll set up the throw grenade function. So function, throw grenade at target. So we'll do if weapon cool is equal to true, and grenade cool is equal to true, then continue. Then we'll do weapon cool equals false, and grenade cool equals false. We'll go ahead and yield our weapons. We want to make sure our knife and our M4 is put away when we actually throw the grenade, or it's going to look weird. So now we'll go ahead and clone the grenade. So local G equals grenade, clone. Cool. And then G.boom equals, or boom.play on remove equals true. So G.boom, let's look in the grenade here so you can see what's going on. So G.boom is just the explosion sound for the grenade. So we will just set that to true, because we only want this boom to play if the grenade's being thrown. If we're doing the respawn or something, this will get removed, so we don't want to play it when we're respawning, only when the grenade is thrown. That's why we enable that after the grenade has been thrown on the clone grenade. So we'll set the parent to be workspace, and then G.can collide equals true. Yeah, true, my bad. And then we'll set the C frame to be our arm. C frame times C frame.new 0 negative 1.3 0 times C frame.angles 0 0 math.rad 90. And then we'll do game get service debris add item G, and then 5 seconds, just in case G gets stuck in the somewhere weird, then we'll just remove it by default after a certain amount of time. So then we'll do grenade transparency equals 1. So we'll make the grenade invisible. The grenade that's attached to our Marine's backpack, we'll just set this to be invisible so it looks like he doesn't have a grenade there while the cooldown is happening. So now we'll do local W equals instance.new weld constraint G W part 0 equals right arm, W part 1 equals G. So that's just welding the clone grenade to the hand, so while we're throwing the animation, doing the throw animation, then the grenade follows the arm properly like he's holding it. So then we'll go ahead and do throw animation, play, and we'll play the pin sound also. Pin sound sounds like this. So yeah, so it's like he's pulling the pin on the grenade before he throws it. And then we're going to do aim at target. So that will rotate our torso to face the target. And then we're going to wait 0.4 seconds. And that will give time for the throw animation to play, and then we can remove the weld and stuff. So go ahead and do this. So we'll do if my human dot health is less than or equal to 0, then return. So we're gonna go ahead and just cancel the whole grenade throw if we die while we're doing the throw animation, so that makes sure we are still alive before we throw the grenade. Next we're going to do aim at target again, so make sure we're facing the target, and then we'll do throw animation, stop, and we'll do W part 1 equals nil. So release the grenade from our hand, and then we'll do local dist equals check dist my torso target. And then we're going to do the actual velocity for it. So g.velocity equals my torso dot cframe dot look vector plus vector3 dot new 0 1 0 times vector3 dot new distance dist times 1.5 and then dist. Okay, so essentially what this is doing is it's throwing the grenade at a speed towards the target, and then distance times 1.5 is so the grenade curves up like an arc. Like when you throw a grenade, you throw it at an arc so you get more distance to it. You don't throw it like a baseball. You throw it up and over. So we times the distance by 1.5 so it curves up and gives a nice arc to the grenade throw. Next we'll do wait until grenade is thrown before it can be primed. So this is the grenade touch function here that only comes into play once the grenade is thrown. So g.touched connect function object, and then we'll do touched disconnect. Okay, good. And then we'll do g.pin play that again when it hits the ground, and then we'll wait 0.5, then local x equals instance dot new explosion. Explosion parent is going to be workspace x dot position equals g dot position. Oh, shit. All right. And then let's see, x dot hit connect function object dist. So the explosion will tell us everything that gets hit by the explosion essentially. So it'll tell us what object is hit by the explosion and how far away the object is from the explosion. So we'll do local human equals object dot parent find first child humanoid. If human, then continue, and then we'll do human take damage 20 minus dist. So the further away the humanoid is from the explosion, the less damage it will take essentially. But the explosion will hit multiple body parts. So it will do 20 damage per body part it hits. So it will do a lot more than 20 damage because it'll hit the arms, legs, torso, all of that. So if it hits all the body parts, likely it's going to do over 100 damage either way. And then we'll do human change state enum dot humanoid state type dot ragdoll. So if the humanoid does get hit by the explosion and lives, then it's going to fall over essentially. And then down here, we're going to do G destroy. So remove it out of the workspace. Then we're going to do game, get service, debris, add item, explosion with a 2-second delay. Make sure we clean up after ourselves there. Alright, so continuing on here, almost done with this. So now we're going to do some attachments to the grenade so we can have a nice trail. So local attach 0 equals g.attach 0. Local attach 1 equals g.attach 1. We'll do local t equals instance.new trail. Parent will be g, obviously. And then t.attachment 0 equals attach 0. T.attachment 1 equals attach 1. And then we'll do t.lifetime equals 0.5. So the trail will only be alive for half a second essentially because the grenade will be moving quite fast. And then t.color equals color sequence.new, color 3 dot from RGB 150 150 150. Okay, so that's gonna give like a nice gray trail behind the grenade as we throw it, and then we'll do t dot width scale equals number sequence dot new. Largest size will be 1, smallest will be 0. So that way we get a nice like tip, like cone shape to our trail as it goes. And then we'll do delay 1 function weapon cool equals true, weight 5, and then grenade cool equals true, grenade dot transparency equals 0. Okay, so once the grenade cooldown is completed, then we will go ahead and show that the grenade's on the backpack again, so it looks like he can use it. So that's a good way of doing that. So I think that is good. Let's go ahead and add this to our main logic, and we could test if this actually works or not. So let's see. I think in here we want to change some stuff. Yeah, so we want to do additional checks in here. So if it is greater than 15, then we'll do if check cluster target equals true. So if we have a cluster of enemies and there's no allies nearby the enemies, then we can return true from that. We'll do check dist target my torso is less than 100, so we don't want to be throwing grenades too far, so maximum distance is 100 studs we can throw a grenade. And then check dist target my torso is greater than 30, so the closest it can be to us is 30 studs. And then and grenade cool equals true. Then we can go ahead and throw grenade at the target. And then we'll do else. We will use the rifle. Okay. Alright, so that should be good there. Hopefully all that works. Let's see how many errors we get right off the bat here. Alright. So it's kind of I think these enemies are too close. Let's get rid of the zombies for now. Let's cluster these guys together a little bit more. Oh my god. What the hell was that? Really? Alright, we messed something up, obviously. Oh my god, you piece of shit. Alright, what did we do here? Throw a grenade. Where's the grenade velocity at? What did we do wrong with the velocity? Yeah, my torso C-frame look vector plus vector 3.new. Oh, I think we messed up the parentheses here. Yeah, so we want to do that part first and then do this. Okay. Think that'll fix it, hopefully. There we go. Alright, as you can see, throws the grenade perfectly. Okay, I think the helicopter AI needs to go away and disable that. Coming soon to Yellow Mustang Theaters, helicopter AI, by the way, guys. So look forward to that. Okay, so it looks like the grenade is priming. Why does it priming like that? That is, oh my god. Can't believe we're having so many issues. We forgot to check and make sure that it's not ourselves that we're touching. So if not, object is descendant of script.parent Continue. Okay. Alright, so make sure, I think that grenade is just touching our hand, and that's what was priming it. So we want the grenade to, like, bounce off the ground. There we go. It's much better. Let's get some more civilians here. Alright, cool. So you see he throws the grenade. Perfectly fine as long as there's a cluster of them. Let's see. These two guys should count as a cluster. Yeah. The grenade has a pretty small radius, but it still is effective if it's close enough. So we'll go ahead and put an ally over here next to these figures, and we will see if he throws a grenade or not. And you can see this time he did not throw the grenade because he detected his ally is there. If we move him a little bit further, still too close. Move him over there. Okay. And then you can see then they decided to throw grenades because they're far enough away from the enemy. So yeah, there you go. There's a grenade attacking. In the next episode of this, we're probably going to optimize this guy a bit. Because people are saying they're getting lag with him, so I'll look into that and do what I can to optimize the code. And then I have a plan to reduce the amount of friendly fire if there's like a whole bunch of these guys. So if we clone these guys into the workspace, water grenades. Let's see, I don't know. Yeah, you can see when they're shooting, sometimes they hit each other because of the bullet spread. So I also have a solution for that, but I'll show you guys next episode on what we're going to do about that. But I would like to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Oh fuck, I can't believe you've done this. Oh fuck.